Welcome to
Everyday Macaroni.
I'm Joy Alfred Brand.
And I'm Juliet Connell, and we're the hosts of Everyday Macaroni, the podcast.
This podcast is a look at the lighter side of life, where we talk about our adventures as a modern blended family.
So sit back, relax,
And prepare to have your funny bone tickled. Hello, listener. If you've been paying attention in our previous episodes, you may have noticed that one of the things we're really good at here at Everyday Macaroni is, how can I put this delicately, extremely polite disagreement. That's right, we regularly engage in very intellectual debate, where we all appreciate each other's vast knowledge of everything from philosophy to modern languages and issues of the world in general, including geopolitics. It's all very civilized and intelligent. Okay, not really. The truth is, it's more like a bare-knuckle brawl, where the quickest Googler wins the prize of a sugar-free brownie and the right to claim the title of the smartest noodle at Monday night family dinner. I like to call it, dun-dun-dun, the Macaroni Thunderdome, due to its resemblance to the Iron Cage in that Mad Max movie, except made out of macaroni. So, in order to demonstrate our tendency to see who can be the most right, we've put together the following collection of clips from the last year for your listening pleasure. Get ready, listener. This one might sting a little. And can I just give a preemptive apology to any of our Dutch, Spanish, or Japanese culotte-wearing listeners out there for any, shall we say, inaccuracies in our facts? We just want to say, our bad. And if our only listener is Dutch, please don't stop listening. Thanking you in advance for your continued support. Sincerely, the staff at Everyday Macaroni. Now, let's jump into the podcast where we start things off with a little flashback to a previous episode, our 2021 holiday special.
I just like how your parents, there's actually a discussion.
They totally discussed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but it's a tradition.
And reasoning of why. And
where does it go? Is it
hit
actually
the log? It moves. And
is
then
it in the
some candy
nativity?
comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, as soon as he said Rick Steves, I think I saw that on TV. I thought, oh boy, here we go. Don't tell me that he's going to know the history of this whole thing, because I cannot believe it.
But I would believe your dad would actually know it, because he's like an open-minded kind of guy. He wants to be in the know about traditions, and he's very geographical, and
That's what I find so funny, is that it's just, that there is a whole conversation
Trying to
throughout your
justify
dinner about the whole thing.
I know.
completely.
I've not been to a family dinner
Oh,
with your mother.
we need to change that.
I've
We
been
need to
invited
make that
several
happen.
times, but have
Yes.
not. But I have sat, at your house with you and Ron and some other family members, and I remember the whole discussion about culottes. Do you remember when?
Culottes. No.
At
Your
first, I
dad-
wasn't quite sure where you were going with that. But yeah,
What are
cool
you
lots
talking
the
about?
pants.
Yeah.
As opposed to culottes the dog.
No.
What are you talking about?
I thought you were sitting there and Ken's dad was talking about women, and I don't even know why culottes came up. But once
Who
again,
knows what culottes are?
then I can't.
Culottes are what's
I
the
know what
other-
culottes are.
Oh,
I'm
you
saying,
do.
what man knows what culottes
No.
are?
He's the one who said that they were very unattractive, and why would any woman want to wear it? Then what I'm saying is, then it became a discussion,
Yeah.
and it became when they were popular, and then someone Googled it, and there was like, let's look at a picture of culottes,
Wait,
and maybe
was I
they'll come
there?
back in style. I think
Yeah, I
you
think
were the
so.
one who Googled it.
Probably, because I kind of remember.
I just you're right. I totally find it funny that everything. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
everything.
It doesn't matter what.
No, everything is up for discussion.
Oh, yeah.
And don't worry, someone is going to Google it. Someone's going to research it. Someone is going to get back to you on the specifics. Kind of like what just happened here about this.
Which I love it. I mean,
know?
I think it's great, but it is funny that you look back and think,
Hey, Columbus. Yes, he's from Spain. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. No, okay, Google it.
They actually prove from DNA that he is from Spain.
I know.
He is 1/42nd from Spain.
It's like being related to, Alexander the Great.
Sure. Of course. Who like to wear culottes, apparently.
You're right. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, you're right. That culottes
I don't know what you're talking about.
Went on way too long. But we knew what fashion it was, at what time period it was. We knew all the names. So you see how many rabbit holes you're falling into as you're walking through the culotte conversation.
I gotta tell you though, I have to tell you, I wouldn't have it any other way.
But I do find it funny that we will pretty much research and hash out and argue about pretty much any single item, idea.
That's true.
Anything is up for debate. Anything. And you better be darn well sure to support it.
Oh yeah.
You better have your supporting facts.
You have to be bought in 100% to support your premise. Yeah, that's
right.
Sure.
And you better be ready to debate. It's like the debate team. Oh yeah. You better hope that you were good there.
Oh yes. Discuss.
I know.
It's funny how no one can stay focused. Check out this clip of a Monday night family dinner from November of last year. Can I say that the failure to stay on topic is not just unique to us doing the recordings. Also, Monday night family dinners, that's a commonality. Okay, I feel like we need to give a little bit of background about what's going on here. So, Caitlin is dating a fella, and his family is from Europe, right? And so we are discussing where in Europe the family is from.
Right.
And so the question then becomes whether or not Holland is its own country.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And so this debate starts early in the evening. Now, understand, these recordings are like 2 hours long, right? And so there's chunks of it here and chunks of it there. And early on in the evening, there was a question about geography, essentially. And your dad really grabbed onto the fact that Holland is its own country.
Right. That Holland was its own country. And what you have to understand is that he's really, really good at geography and history. And I really enjoy the subjects too. But it's different in different languages, right? So it's a little bit harder to pinpoint certain things quickly. And then on top of that, he's 84 now. So there's certain things that either he wants to say and just like recall isn't there, the cognitive ability that he had before isn't there. So it does make it a little comical, and he does kind of laugh at himself about that. So the whole conversation all night kind of led back to, is it a country or not?
Right.
And I had watched documentaries, and I'm always doing that. And the thing I was watching had said, oh, and by the way, Holland is not its own country. The majority of the population of Netherlands lives in Holland. And I think that that's why you hear so many people, oh, I'm from Holland and I'm Dutch.
Okay. And they speak Deutsch. Wait, no.
No.
Dutch?
I know.
Deutsch? Dutch? Okay, wait.
Deutschland? No.
Let's roll the clip.
Back
in those days,
in
that's not uncommon.
I almost said Dutchland. In Denmark.
Yeah, but back in those
It's not
days,
Denmark.
That would be
It's
Germany.
also not Denmark.
No, it's not Denmark.
No.
It's the
It's
Netherlands.
the Netherlands.
Yeah.
No.
I keep thinking Dutch. That's why it
No.
hits me to Dutchland, Deutschland.
That's
But
Germany.
I know, it's so damn confusing.
Dinamarca. No.
No,
it's not Denmark.
Netherlands.
So he's
Holland.
They're not.
Holland is the capital.
They're not Danish.
No.
They're from the
No.
Netherlands. We interrupt this podcast episode to inform you of the following breaking news. Juliet has just texted to inform me that, as it turns out, and I hope you're all sitting down, Amsterdam is in fact the capital of Netherlands, not Holland. Well, I, for one, am just shocked. First, it's not a country, and now it's not even capital of Netherlands. It's like the time I found out Pluto was no longer a planet. What is this world coming to? And when did this happen? And why are we just finding this out? Could it be that our BFF Google has failed us? It's just a scandal. And on that note, we'll keep you posted on this shocking development as it unfolds. We now return to our podcast episode that is already in progress.
No,
They're from the Netherlands. Yes,
Holland.
Holland is not
This is
its
a
own
hybrid.
country.
No.
Here it comes.
Holland is the Netherlands.
Holland is a country.
No,
Holland is not a
is
country.
not a country.
Holland is not a country.
Believe me, because I just watched
Is
it.
Holland a
now
country?
that we know, now that we know,
No,
That's
Holland
what-
is a part of the Netherlands.
Huh?
When you Google "is Holland a country," it says no. It is a part of the Netherlands.
people, it's a major province
Also,
of
this
Netherlands.
is what my dog looked
It's
like
the
when she was
biggest
a baby.
province of Netherlands. It looks like
Okay, so
that's part one.
that's part one, which is so funny because Caitlin, she's being a big stickler about that.
Yeah.
Everyone goes on and talks about a bunch of other stuff, right? We talk about Caitlin's friend, we talk about the dog some more, and we go on for a few minutes. And then after that chain of conversation, when there's a lull in the conversation, your dad goes back to it,
Oh yeah, for sure.
right?
Because it's totally bothering him that he's getting it wrong. So he needs to
Because again, smart
emphasize.
guy,
Yeah.
and he has been caught on the wrong foot, right? So he wants to dig back into that.
Right.
So here we go.
So the father is from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
Right. He's from
no.
the Netherlands.
So
Okay, so there's the second time, right? And that's a few minutes later. And then we all have a whole other discussion about water dogs. And like a few minutes later, we start up again, right? So here's the next clip.
You want to try one? Sugar-free brandy?
But you guys are wrong because Holland is not its own country.
Amsterdam.
Is the
Can I
capital
please have
of the
brownie?
Netherlands, and because it's the center of the Netherlands is so tiny, and industry is so much in Holland, right? Which was the tulips and everything. That a lot of people
You can hear him like,
mistake
I don't know.
Holland as being its own country, and it's not.
All right. Spanish is Holanda. En la escuela te lo enseñan, pero.
Yes,
Hey,
and it's
you
the
say
same in
something.
England. In English, it's got a name, Holland, but it doesn't make it a country just because it's got a name.
She's got a point.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't trust you.
is Holland a country?
You know that he's looking this up on the
No.
internet now.
It's the
Right.
Netherlands.
See?
Next week,
Let me
to
look
be
this
continued.
up. Netherlands.
Look up.
Holland.
Look up. When did Holland become a country?
On November 15th, 2021.
Is a
Caitlin. She's so funny.
country.
You're sounding it out as you're typing it into the
The
search bar.
difference between Holland and the Netherlands explained.
This one is the one
Is
that has
Holland
no
a
sugar, right?
city?
That has sugar.
Is Holland a city or a country? Holland is not a country, but a region of the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands, how many countries are the Netherlands?
None.
It's
it is
one
country.
country.
No, I'm sorry. De los Países Bajos.
Yes.
A ver.
Yes, that is the Netherlands.
Okay, stop. Netherlands is made up of 12 provinces. Kind of las provincias de Spain, right? Castilla is not its own country.
No.
Galicia is
No.
not its own
In
country.
United States is states.
United States are states, but it's the same as provinces practically,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
neither one of them are any more a country than any of the rest.
Naturally.
Naturally.
When you say that you're from the Netherlands, you speak Dutch. They all
This is
speak
what I
the
like to
same,
study.
You mean Deutsch?
right? But Holland is
What's
not
funny is
its own
your mother and
country,
Caitlin, they've like moved on.
okay?
Es como una provincia.
It's like saying Munich is a country. No, Munich is part of Germany. Right?
This is how the
Madrid
conversation's
is
going.
not
Wait,
its
there's
own
more.
Country. It's the capital of Spain.
That's
But
right.
most people know of Madrid than they do of Galicia, or than they do of whatever.
You know
Yeah.
the meaning of Holland?
I don't know. What? Its own
Look at it
country?
there.
What does Holland
The
mean?
meaning?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
No, it's a hole in the ground.
No. It is a kind of smooth, durable linen fabric. Used chiefly for window shades and furniture clothing.
And it's time for a quick draw Google fact check. Surprise, surprise. Well, there are multiple definitions of the word Holland. Who knew? Of course, it depends on the context. Geographically, it literally meant woodland in Old English and eventually came to apply to the entire country, even though it only refers to 2 provinces of what is now Netherlands. Kind of like how many people call all brands of tissue Kleenex. And Caitlin is also right. It does refer to a type of cloth. Another possible definition of the word is low-lying ground. So technically, Al could be right if that definition morphed into a hole in the ground over time. And yes, I am aware that it sounds kind of like nether regions, but I don't know if there's a connection, and for once, none of us want to Google that. Listener, maybe you can do your own quick draw Google fact check and let us know.
You can't buy this kind of comedy.
Do you see why I have to stop people from speaking, right? Because they get into these conversations. You need to prove. You got to make your stand.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
And
yes.
here someone says A and it's right. And the other one's like, no, B. And here's all the research. You really have to prove.
Okay. In all fairness, I have been on the other end of this, where I have made a statement of fact, and all 4 of the eyes of Sauron have turned on me and been like, no, that's not right. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I can't believe I have to defend myself. I'd have to defend my thesis.
It's true.
At Monday Night Family Dinner.
It's so true.
Yes.
You bring something up, man. And if you don't have someone backing you,
You better be ready.
You better have proof.
That's right. That's right.
And Wikipedia is not going to save you.
No, not at all.
It
Not at
needs
all.
to be credible. It needs to be some credible sources.
Let's not anger Wikipedia. You know they're listening.
And I'm sure that my dad right now is going, damn it, I wish I knew how to use the internet better.
Right. Well, actually, he does know how to use the internet.
He does. I got him that silly iPad and he never uses it. But then he goes over to the computer and he's like, here it is.
Yeah, we could talk about the iPad.
Ugh.
Oh,
You'd think that the Apple products would be just so much easier for him to use. For God's sake, it's pictures.
He does know how to use the internet on the little computer that we got him. He's also a tech guy. He wants the most
Latest
advanced
and greatest, right?
technological product. Yes, latest and greatest. So,
Yeah, I think he conceded on that one at the end.
well, I think he had to concede because
yeah.
Caitlin has the power of the Google search, because he does tell her at one point during the night, hey, look it up on there. Like,
I know.
in that last clip, hey, look up on there and see what the word Holland means, right? Yeah.
Hole in the ground. I'm like, yeah,
Where is that coming from? What does that mean?
No idea.
And on top of that,
it was a non-issue.
a totally non-issue.
But do you see how these things end up? You know,
They snowball.
Everything is. Don't say anything at Monday night dinners that you can't back.
That's true.
Okay,
It's like an auction house in there. If you tip your hand, it's on, boy. It's a free-for-all. We're coming for you.
and it does take effort and skill.
Well, yes. Well, in all fairness, you're talking about facts that the average person might question. We're not Europeans. We only marginally study European history to a certain extent, right? So when you say the word Holland to a lot of Americans, they're probably going to think, oh, the country Holland. Okay, I get it. In all fairness, I have a bachelor's degree in history. I'm just saying, I feel like I'm Star Jones. I'm a lawyer. I couldn't really necessarily point Holland out to you on a map.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Geography is not my
history.
strong point.
Geography, I love. The only part that throws me a little bit is
Amsterdam.
what used to be Yugoslavia, where Serbia is, and that little region over there. That kind of throws me.
As far as your dad is concerned, he's got some pretty good skill when it comes to understanding geopolitics and geography and all those kinds of things.
And he's got the memory for it, too.
He does. He
You know?
does.
I mean,
he really does.
He really stands there.
Right.
And
So I really respect the guy. He's been around for a long time. He understands basic politics and how things work. And so for me, I don't have a problem giving him a pass on this one.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. And to be quite honest with you, with all the years of Monday night dinners, I think this is the one time we got him.
No, I don't think so.
For historical references, yes. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, for
this
historical
is it.
references,
I
you would
think this
probably
is
be
the
better
one.
at that.
I mean, I've fought him on these subjects all my life. And I do have to say that this is the one and only time that I was a little bit shocked. I almost felt a little bad.
Oh,
I know.
I kind of don't feel bad. No, because first of all, this is not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. I mean,
No,
okay,
I
he thinks
know.
Holland's a country. 50 lashes with a wet noodle, you know?
No, he's getting at that age where this might be like, oh, I can't believe I didn't know that. Or I know that when we left and they're, waving their hands goodbye, that he turned around, went back inside and went on the internet. So I'm like,
I really feel like we should get him some like Dutch wear for Christmas.
yeah, for Christmas.
like a Dutch hat or like a, some kind of.
Or a hat that says, Holland, I'm not a country.
Okay, so there is one more clip that I think is really funny about this whole issue. So let's go ahead and roll it.
So, lady is very, very smart, and she figured out, like, you can get dogs, like, brain game toys.
Brain games?
Yeah, no. Because it's a way to, if you're busy and you can't give them the, like, attention in a time where they really want attention.
Ask Ladybug if Holland is a country.
Oh, now you see, that's why I married him. So funny. Never a moment when he does not make me laugh. Yep. Yeah. So funny.
Listener, no one is immune from the pitfalls of the Macaroni Thunderdome. To prove it, check out this clip of us discussing the confusion all three of us had around a Spanish word from a recent Monday night dinner.
Garrote versus karate.
Because I thought karate, he was trying to say karate.
Yes.
Is what I thought.
Because
No, he wasn't saying karate.
No, he wasn't. But he had said garrote, and then Joy had said like the karate, and he goes, no, like bang bang, and she goes, you mean bam bam? And he goes, yeah, because garrote is kind of like a hammer, right?
Okay, so I didn't quick draw Google it then because I am using my phone in those moments to record, okay? But a garrote is actually a weapon that you use to strangle someone. And I heard when your mother said garrote and she was talking about the chef, I was like, wait a minute, what? Wait, that sounds like somebody has been garroted, right? And I looked it up. In fact, I actually put it in the notes
But
when
did
I was
you look it up
transcribing.
as Spanish?
Yes.
No. That's not in Spanish.
No, because
When he says karate, there's talking about the Iron Chef, Japanese Iron Chef, and the guy says stuff in his language, and so he says,
No, Ron.
"Yeah, that's
No.
what they said. That's what they were trying to
Right.
explain."
So they're talking about a particular chef from Spain, Martin something.
No.
Un garrote, right?
No.
Is a club. It's a club like Bam Bam had, right? He had a little thing, and it says,
Oh, is that a Spanish word?
yeah, un garrote. So it's GARROTE. Yeah,
I know.
and un garrote is a club.
In
like that you
English,
club yourself. Yeah.
I'm going to club both of you in a minute. In English, it means to garrote or to strangle someone.
No, that's great. That's English. We're not talking about English.
Boy, you guys are both just a bunch of smartasses,
We are
aren't ya?
talking about Spanish and Japanese. Not English.
So Dad was saying, "Oh, un garrote," and
The club.
and, the club.
Because
and
I was
whatnot.
confused. He's talking about garrote. I'm like, somebody strangling somebody?
No,
What?
because
What's happening?
that Iron Chef guy, apparently he goes out there and he's like, hey, we got to go there with gusto and force.
I get
and,
it.
And so
Yes.
he yells however they say it
Yeah.
in Japanese. Garote or whatever,
No,
right?
No,
they're
he
not
says
talking
it in
about the Iron
Spanish.
Chef. They're talking about that Spanish guy.
No.
Okay.
It was a
No.
Iron Chef who's from Japan, and they watch it on their
No.
Spanish channel.
No.
It's a
In
Spanish
Spain.
guy.
No.
It's a Spanish guy. So it's a chef, and he's a Spanish chef, right? But he has a show very similar to Iron Chef. Right. And when he talks to his workers, he gears them up and tries to psych them up. And he'll say, Garrote.
Like, go get it.
Go get them. Hit them like a club.
Maybe
or
he
I
hits
don't
him
know.
with a club.
Could be.
While I know this whole episode is basically one giant tribute to fact-checking, our podcast is nothing if not educational. So, here is a quick fact-check about the Garrote chef, Martin Berasategui. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. That guy, I'm not going to try to pronounce it again, is a chef in, wait for it, Spain. Surprise. Now, he's an expert in Basque cuisine and owner of multiple restaurants, including one named after himself, located in Lasarte Oria, Spain. He got his first Michelin star 6 months after opening in 2001 and another one the following year. He now holds a total of 12 Michelin stars, more than any other Spanish chef, as well as his own Spanish television show. So, take that, Iron Chef. Garrote!
But so Dad kept saying garrote, and then Joy was like, "Is that like karate?" What? And Dad was like, "No, I'm saying garrote." We were kidding around, and Joy was kidding around too, saying karate.
No,
Karate?
Ron is the one who said it sounded like you were saying karate.
Oh, you were.
He was the chucklehead
Jeez,
that
now
brought
I'm
that
totally
up.
confused. So
Wait a minute,
he-
Chucklehead, you're the one that's using this language and going, in English, that word is...
That's because, Ron,
That's not
I
English.
speak English fluently, unlike some people.
Well, I would say you do.
I'm just saying.
But anyway, that was the whole thing. So then, Ron, you were saying karate, and Dad was trying to say no, it's garrote. And then we got into, well, what is it? And he's like, it's like what Bam Bam carries, except he doesn't say Bam Bam. He says bang bang.
Yeah. He can't say bam bam. He
Right.
tried like a couple of different times to say it.
Yeah. You have to, whenever you want them to pronounce something correct, you have to spell it for them.
No, I don't think that helps.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I always do. I spell it in Spanish for them, but, I say B-A-M. That's
Maybe
it. No
phonetically.
G. So, bam. Bam.
And now, here's what really happened. Starting with Al, the OG fact checker, correcting Lita.
Garrote.
Garrote.
That sounds horrible. Sounds like you should go to the doctor for that.
Garrote is a chef. From the time he was 15, when he now has like 8 or 9 master chef stars.
Michelins.
Michelins. Yeah. And so, and he started with the cooking, and it's now a brain that is incredible in the kitchen. One of the very best in the world. And so, and he always has the way to say, work and work hard, and he says, garrote, meaning strong, do it. And so, they have a show where they teach him how to cook.
I thought you were trying to say karate, like in Spanish. When they were saying, garrote.
Garrote.
And I was like, what? He's trying to say karate? Maybe he's trying to say it in Spanish. Garrote.
Garrote is like the picapiedras. I mean, picapiedras, los dibujos animados.
Cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons.
Uh-huh.
There's a Picapiedras cartoon.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Those are in the age of,
Stone Age.
yeah.
Oh, cavemen?
The Flintstones.
The Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Oh, jeez. Because I'm like, pica piedras. Is he talking about?
Yeah, and it's in Spanish when they
bones or
they
breaks apart
show that
rocks?
it's in pica
Right?
piedras.
I thought it was a
Piedras
pig.
is stones, you know. And
It's a
he
cartoon. I'm like,
works
I don't
in
know
a
that
place,
that's a cartoon.
Fred Flintstone, yeah.
At a quarry.
and
Yeah.
you know they have a boom boom, they has a
Bam Bam
and garrote, bam bang,
Bam Bam.
bam bang.
has a garrote.
Yes, it's karate.
And so, what was the point of that?
The name of garrote, where that comes from.
No, I try to explain what garrote means.
Means you're gonna get beat over the head with a stick.
So the chef beats the
He
people
says garrote,
with a stick.
garrote.
It
guess
tells,
it's like Hell's
it
Kitchen.
tells the ones, the young people that is learning, keep on doing it, keep on doing it.
Ah, congratulations, listener. You have officially survived your first bout in the Macaroni Thunderdome. How fun was that? I'll tell you how fun. Super fun. And don't act like it wasn't. Yep, to survive, you have to keep your wits about you and your smartphone close at hand, ready to claim the title of Best Quick Draw Googler of the Night. Wait, or is that Giggler? I don't know. Better stick with Googler, even though I kind of prefer Giggler. Geez, I hope that's not some kind of secret ridiculous slang thing that I don't know about and will make me sound like an idiot. Oh well, I'll have to quick draw Google it later. For now, don't forget that you too can join in the fun by creating your own Macaroni Thunderdome whenever you're eating with your family or people you love. Finally, remember that you can call us at 919-729-2043 if you would like to share some of your own fun family adventures with us. Who knows, you might end up on a future episode of Everyday Macaroni the podcast, and how fun would that be? P.S. Please don't call us to tell us that Netherlands borders Belgium and Germany, because we already looked it up on Google Maps and found it, and we are now aware of its location. Also, please don't call us to tell us that Amsterdam is the capital of Netherlands either. We are aware of that too. We thank you for your concern. Now, get out there and garrote the heck out of your day. This has been a public service announcement of the United Thunderdome Survivors Association reminding you to keep your smartphone charged. I hope you enjoyed listening and sharing a laugh or two with us. Stay tuned for more Everyday Macaroni adventures on future podcast episodes. And if you want to see some pictures of us, you can follow us on Instagram by searching @EverydayMacaroni or #EverydayMacaroni. In fact, you should be able to find us on YouTube soon. Just search Everyday Macaroni on YouTube and our new channel should pop up. If you want to shop for some fun macaroni merch, head over to everydaymacaroni.com. Don't forget, if you have a blended family story to share, email us at info@everydaymacaroni.com and put the word share in the subject line. Your story might end up on a future episode, and how fun would that be? Finally, don't forget to give us a good review and download your favorite episodes. A share wouldn't hurt either. The more interaction we get for the podcast, the more episodes we can post. Again, thanks for listening, and join us for the next episode of
Every day.